Hello, everybody, and I hope you're having a great day. Today, I want to share a new way of cooking or a different way, not your typical, cooking on top of your stove type of thing. And this is today, I'm going to make tacos. But these tacos, you do not put the filling, like your lettuce, because you don't use lettuce. But you don't put your cabbage or anything inside the taco except your beans. Yes, these are a type of what I call bean tacos. And what I'm going to do here is cut up very finely and very small pieces cabbage to go on top of these tacos. And you're going to see that even the tacos, I don't have a lot of beans left over. It's mostly juice, and I don't care. I'm going to mash up whatever beans I have, and I'm going to leave the liquid there, and it's going to be runny. The beans will be, but I don't care. It's food, and I'm not going to throw away the liquid. Now, here I am chopping it up, and I'm going to cross-cut it so that it's in small pieces. And then I'm going to, here I'm going to mash up these beans, okay? They're cold. They're not hot. And if you were in a really desperate and bad situation, you may not want to cook these. The less smell, the less heat you use, the better maybe for you it might be. But these are cold beans, and I'm just smashing them. And that's it. And as you can see, there's hardly any beans in this at all. There's very, very few, but I'm going to make 12 tacos out of this bean liquid. Now, there's some beans in there. And if I had more beans already cooked, I would use the beans, a lot of them, quite a bit more anyhow. But this is all I have, and this is what I'm going to use. Now, I'm going to show you kind of a new way of cooking this. Yep, this is 2 cans. One is a taller can, empty of cat food. It's got a lid from a kerosene lamp sitting on top with the lamp oil inside. You can see with the wick. The bottom can that it is sitting on is another cat food can, but it's a small cat food can. And I'm sitting on top of it because I want to give some height to this can. Now, you must be very careful when you do this. You see that's the lamp that I took the top off of. Now, if you don't have oil lamps like this, you can buy these tops separate. You see? I'm going to light this up here. You see that brick I have there? Now, this is not the same as your stove. I want to tell you that, folks. And I did this inside the house. I would not advise you to do it inside the house. It does smoke. It does. And it's a black smoke. Even though the oil says that it is smokeless and it does not, blow out, so to speak, black smoke. Yeah, it does have black smoke. Now, I'm putting a cast iron skillet on top of this with some lard in it. Now, I put the grid, or I don't know what you want to call it, from my stove on top of this brick. And the reason I did that is the first time when I put the skillet on top of the brick, it put out the fire underneath. And so I said, okay, you can't do that. Well, I looked at my stove and said, wait a minute, I think this will fit over the brick. And it does. And it kept the fire going. Now, in the case of this, I would probably use a Teflon skillet or maybe even a smaller skillet, cast iron, because it's such a big cast iron skillet, it takes forever for it to heat up. And you see the smoke coming off the sides of that? That's from, the smoke from the lamp underneath there. Now, this is not anything like your stove. This is a pain in the butt. It really is. But you can see it does cook it. It does. Now, I probably might use a Teflon skillet. In this case, I would. Because Teflon is thinner, does not take as much time to heat up. It's smaller. You might be able to use a smaller, like I said, cast iron skillet. But it works. In an emergency, it works. It takes time. It's not quick. I would not do this inside my house like I did. I would do it outside. And hey, there's nothing like good old-fashioned stove. There isn't. But what if something happened and you couldn't use your stove? You just couldn't. Couldn't use it, whether it's gas or electric. You could not use it. Something went wrong. You couldn't do it. But you needed a way to cook. Now, that brick that I got that skillet on is what they call a corner brick. And I'm blowing out the fire. You see? I did all my tacos. Now, I didn't want to stay on here while I showed you me doing 12 tacos, because there's the plate with 12 tacos on it, and I set it right close by the brick. And I'm going to line all 4 of these tacos. You see, it's a paper plate with 12, and I'm going to put 4 on each plate. I'm only going to show you how to do a couple of plates, and that's it. But these are tacos that you just pick up and eat. You do not stuff anything inside them. These are the beans inside. That's it. Fold it in half. Fry good on both sides. Put your toppings right over the bean tacos. Right over them. There's no lettuce in this type of taco. Some say it's called a Sonora or something taco. I'm not sure. But all you put on it is chopped up cabbage. Remember the cabbage that I chopped up? And I'm going to put some of that cabbage. That's the cabbage right there. And then on that paper plate, I'm working in a very small area. You can see even the brick sitting there. Because I just took the tacos from there from the brick that I used to the paper plate. And then I'm going to put cheese on top of this. That's it. And I made some salsa. And I'm going to pour salsa over the top of this. I actually made more because I looked at the salsa and it hardly had any inside. And I said, well, there's enough maybe to do 2 plates. But I made more. Here's the second plate. I'm going to just show you this. I'm going to do the 3rd plate off camera because this is kind of hard. I'm in a bad position with the brick sitting here and everything. But this is it. And you just you could put avocado over it. You could. You could if you wanted to. But this is just cabbage, cheese, salsa, and sour cream. And we don't always have avocado sitting around. And remember how I showed you that brick of cheese that I got on sale? And you can see my arm. This is one of the reasons I have not done any videos in a couple of weeks. My dog jumped on top of me. And out of excitement, and really tore up my arm bad with his claws, with his nails. And I mean bad. It looked far, far worse. My whole arm was blue. I had to put new skin over my arm to help it heal because there was no skin. But anyhow, here we are. Well, enjoy and God bless.